Now on CoastTV News.
Restaurant rules. Rehoboth City Commissioners want to change regulations to make simple changes a little easier to implement. Marijuana fines. Dewey Beach debating a change to the fee that underage kids get charged if they're caught with pot. The statewide reason the council is taking a look at this and reaction from the community. Lewes Changes. Tiny homes, electric bills, new ordinances. The first town in the first state has a lot to consider.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Restaurant regulations. Rehoboth Beach has been debating these rules for months. Today, another key step. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the minutia of Rehoboth Beach local politics. In this case, what it means to substantially modify a restaurant. So let's get you some context here. If you own a restaurant in Rehoboth Beach and you want to change how much seating you have, for example, take away 2 seats, under the current code, you would have to go through an entire public hearing process, because even something as simple as that right now is considered a substantial modification. Today, commissioners debated changing that. CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber spoke with restaurant employees about how this change could benefit them.
Samuel Luciano Solomon manages a coffee shop in Rehoboth Beach. He says having to go through a public hearing for something as simple as taking away seating is an unnecessary hassle.
Yeah, I think it would take too long, with how much business we do in the summertime. I just don't see how realistic that would be to be able to go through a whole hearing.
Until today, that's what the city code demanded. At a Friday afternoon meeting, commissioners decided to change the code. Now restaurants don't need an entire hearing just to take away seats, as long as it follows all licensing and zoning regulations. Lexi Levine, a server at Claw's Seafood House, says this just makes life easier for everyone involved.
We already have, a ton of regulations in this town as it is, so I think that would just be so much easier and one less thing to really, make it run smoother for us throughout the summer here.
The city says that the ultimate goal is to make sure that all restaurants operate within a clear and consistent framework. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, CoastTV News.
Substantial modifications can also involve changes to restaurant or dinner theater layout spaces. Those changes can be made to the bar restrooms, food storage, and food preparation spaces. The changes also make adjustments to the number of and size of bar areas and any expansion in other parts of the building that is not included with the approved floor plan. Rehoboth Beach officials say simple rearrangement of tables or seating, that's not considered a substantial modification. This brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know if you think Rehoboth Beach is micromanaging its businesses and its residents. Let's take a look at the updated numbers from earlier this evening. It was decidedly heavy for yes earlier, even more so now. 90% of people say that's exactly what they're doing. If you haven't voted in this poll yet, you can go to coasttv.com or use our CoastTV mobile app. We have a new update on the Beach Patrol and Comfort Station that's coming to Baltimore Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. As of today, the installation of timber piles, that's been completed and foundation construction can now begin. Despite earlier setbacks at the beginning of this month, construction continues, and according to the city, the goal is to finish the project by May 2025. And how about one more story in the nation's summer capital, also Beach Patrol related? Beach mats. They're not going to be installed at Virginia and Delaware Avenues this season. The city says that's the area where Beach Patrol will access the beach by using ATV when necessary. Lifeguards will be back on duty from Saturday of Memorial Day all the way to 3 weeks after Labor Day. And according to the city rules, they will work from 10 to 5 p.m. weekdays, 10 to 5:30 on weekends. Pot is now legal for adults in Delaware, but that seismic shift in policy has some towns reconsidering the penalties that they want to impose on underage kids when they're caught with the drug. New tonight, the Dewey Beach Council has now officially changed their fine structure. It used to be that underage kids caught with pot were charged $200. That's now being cut in half to $100, which is more in line with state rules. Some locals have been conflicted over the change, but they admit the dollar amount may not be the issue in the first place.
I think there needs to be some rules and and protocols to keep kids away from drugs and alcohol. But at the same point, I don't think a fine reducing it or escalating it's going to change behavior.
And again, we want to point out that the reason that this change was even up for debate was to be more in line with state rules. Staying in Dewey Beach and also sticking with fee changes. This time, though, we're talking about parking. Today was the first day of the new, more expensive charge at the meter. The old $3 an hour charge, that's no more. It'll now cost you $3.50 to park. Any of you who have been to Dewey Beach, you know just how small the town is, how free or how little free parking there is anywhere. Well, one Dewey Beach vacationer isn't happy with the price bump.
I mean, it's a beautiful area. We've been coming here for 25 years. I think the hike is too much.
Meanwhile, Rehoboth Beach parking is now $4 per hour, and most locals that CoastTV spoke with are just hoping that that's not a sign of things to come in Dewey Beach. Get ready for higher electric bills in Lewes. The Board of Public Works has approved a rate hike of a little over 10%. That's effective starting June 1st. The board says this will cover rising costs and necessary infrastructure upgrades. Customers will see the increase, but the board assures that it's important for maintaining reliable service. Next steps include implementing the new rates, ongoing cost assessments, and keeping the community informed about any future changes. Speaking of changes, big changes could be coming to housing and environmental protections in Lewes. At the latest Planning Commission meeting, officials talked accessory dwelling units, you can think of those like tiny homes, and wetland protection. For ADUs, they focus on size limits, design standards, and parking requirements to boost affordable housing and to support multi-generational living. It's important to note that ADUs are considered small secondary homes that are on the same lot as a primary residence. And regarding wetlands, they propose expanding protected areas and increasing buffer zones that would enhance environmental safeguards. The next step is for the mayor and the city council to review and, if they like them, possibly approve these recommendations. In a move to improve flood protection, Lewes City Council approved new ordinances earlier this week. It was on May 13th. Homeowners in flood-prone areas now need to raise their homes by an extra 18 inches, making it 36 inches in total. The council also reduced the maximum lot coverage by 5% for different areas, and they're encouraging the use of materials like crushed shell for driveways. It helps absorb the water better. The goal of these changes is to make the community safer and more environmentally friendly. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside right now. This is Ocean City. This has been sort of the look all day long, those gray, cloudy skies. And to get a little bit more on that, we check in with Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams.
You know, I don't think we're going to be able to shake off all the gray for the entire weekend, but we have a chance of shaking it off by Sunday. I'm going to adjust my forecast for the weekend just for you, all right? And because the numbers changed. But anyway, our Irish Eyes camera in Lewes, thick cloud cover and 63 degrees. Now, we are going to drop down to 60 degrees even by 9 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. We're looking at a pretty quiet night, but we do have one coastal flood advisory that's been issued for Dorchester, for Best-Pitch, Cambridge, Hooperville, those areas. And it's really connected to the high tide more so than anything else. But overall, we're looking at this light amount of precipitation that's marching across the Chesapeake Bay area, and it's going to bring a couple of random sprinkles our way. Not bona fide showers just yet. That holds off until Saturday. We'll talk about your Saturday forecast coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you much, Paul. A Georgetown man has been found guilty on all counts in a 2020 double homicide case. According to the Delaware Department of Justice, Yoni Morales Garcia was convicted for the murders of Armando Vicente Chilel Lopez and Honorio Velasquez at El Napolito, the restaurant. That was on January 22nd, 2022. After being asked to leave for disorderly behavior, Garcia and his brother returned wearing masks. Delaware State Police reported that Garcia stole a necklace from Chilel Lopez and then shot and killed him. While fleeing, he fired another shot, and that's what killed Velasquez. Garcia faces multiple charges, including first-degree murder and robbery. Sentencing is set for July 12th. Parking interruptions, that's going to happen in Fenwick Island starting on Monday from May 20th to the 22nd. Fenwick's neighborhood streets are going to go through road work, and the town wants to make sure that the people that live there know they want the work to go smoothly, and they want to let the property owners, they want you aware that there's not going to be any street parking available during that work period. Meanwhile, DART beach bus services, those are set to roll out on Monday. DART says the buses will run daily until September 8th. Buses will serve Rehoboth Beach, Lewes, Dewey Beach, Bethany Beach, Fenwick Island, Millsboro, and Georgetown. All buses are ADA accessible with bike racks as well. Free parking is available at Rehoboth Park and Ride and Lewes Transit Center. The fees for the DART buses, just $2. We have more news to get into this evening. Summer almost here. Ocean City planning for its Memorial Day ceremony. What you can expect next Friday.
And it's looking like a soggy Saturday with the forecasting. And as you take a look at our golf forecast, listen, here's what we're expecting. Cloudy conditions, but not so good because we're watching out for showers and temperatures in the mid-60s.
But first, boats, books, and beer. Plus, coming up, we're going to show you where you can see the coolest cars this weekend. We're back in 90 seconds.
Discover your next vehicle at the car store. From performance to luxury, you'll find it all at unbeatable prices. The Car Store, where journeys begin and savings never end. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Looking for the perfect ride? Welcome to the Truck Store. You'll find the right truck at the right price right now. We are Delmarva's premier pre-owned truck outlet. So get to the Truck Store now and find your perfect ride. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Local events are cruising back into town this weekend. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner shows us where to find a nice ride on the boat or the water and all the cool things to do.
Rev your engines for these weekend events. The 33rd annual Cruise in Ocean City is back through Sunday with over 3,000 hot rods, customs, classics, and trucks. Look for them at the inlet parking lot, the convention center, boardwalk parades, and shows throughout town. Berlin has its Spring Cruisers car show. Stroll through the downtown area and see the 50s, 60s, and 70s classic cars of all types. And in Milford, enjoy cars and the Dolce Bakery and Coffee. The Southern Delaware Street Rod Association will be downtown on Saturday. Learn about how Lewis's rich maritime history impacted the region. On Saturday, you'll find exhibits, demonstrations, boat rides, vessel tours, and Coast TV's Petey the Peacock in the Lightship Overfalls and Canal Front Park area. Coast TV's Elisa Weber will be the MC. If you take a stroll through Grove Park on Saturday, you'll find artists showcasing and selling their work. The Rehoboth Art League and the City of Rehoboth are once again teaming up for an arts festival. The Murr Institute's yard sale is one of its main fundraisers. The organization helps stranded marine mammals and sea turtles. The Preakness on the Shore Gala benefits the Delmarva Discovery Museum Saturday night. Organizers say there will be a hat contest, silent auction, and Maryland-inspired light fair at the Ocean City Golf Club in Berlin. You can watch that horse race right here on Coast TV. The Children's Book Festival at the Georgetown Public Library will bring more than 20 authors of children's board, picture, and chapter books. And at the Laurel Public Library, an oral history workshop will explain how to preserve memories of people and events. On Sunday, guided boat tours and the Bay Day Festival in Whitehorse Park will show you how to get involved and make an impact in the Coastal Bay's watershed. And the DQ-5K and Fun Walk raises money for the Lewes Go Forth fireworks. The first state air show will soar high for spectators at Dover Air Force Base. Headliners include the F-35 Lightning II demonstration team and U.S. Army Golden Knights. American Craft Beer Week runs through Sunday. Look for specials and First State-inspired pint glasses at participating breweries. Some events require tickets. We have links to buy them on CoastTV.com. Look for my Cool Things to Do article.
Take a look at your Bay forecast. We're looking for scattered showers in the morning and the afternoon, and then maybe a break by 5 o'clock. But not in Crisfield. We're looking for that rain to start at 7 and continue at 5. We'll have your full forecast coming up in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend only at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Browse over 30 hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, and swim spas from 5 major brands at huge savings. Financing is available and admission is free. That's this weekend at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Visit hottubexpo.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Hard workers need tough gear. Vernon Powell has the toughest and most comfortable workwear in the business. Work boots that work hard, like Timberland Pro, Carolina, and Red Wing, to Carhartt and Darn Tough socks. Only at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers Online Casino. Feel the rush.
Lowe's knows you're kicking off summer hosting, so we're kicking off summer savings. Shop deals for every gathering this Memorial Day and get savings on all the items you need to jumpstart the season. And with the My Lowe's Rewards credit card, you can save 5% every day. Shop now at Lowe's.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your Gutter Helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend only at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Browse over 30 hot tubs and swim spas from 5 major brands and up to 50% off. Financing is available and admission is free. That's this weekend only at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Visit hottubexpo.com.
I had a pain in my armpit. I found a very large lump.
When we got the call back that it seems to be breast cancer, everything kind of crumbled.
And you're young and you have a family and you don't know if you're gonna live, you don't know, you don't know anything.
She was one of the patients where we could take cutting edge science and turn right around and apply it to our clinic the very next day.
Bay Health is unmatched, I believe. I can't thank them enough, they saved my life.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Well, we might lack some sunshine for now and most of Saturday, but by the end of Saturday and maybe most of Sunday, we'll start seeing some bright, beautiful sunshine before the weekend is done. Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, we're holding at about 62 degrees with 9-mile-per-hour winds. Now, we'll drop to about 60 degrees with partly cloudy skies for the rest of the night. And we are picking up some sprinkles right now, but I don't think that's going to be an all-night thing, and then we'll start all over and start the rain off tomorrow morning. But where we stand right now, we're at 63 degrees in Lewes, 65 in Milford, as well as Milton, Greenwood, and in Seaford. with mostly cloudy skies. We do have a flood advisory in effect for Dorchester. We're starting to get a little bit of rain that's coming across the Chesapeake Bay area. Now, this concern for flooding is not connected to the amount of rain that's headed our way, because that's relatively light stuff. It's really connected to the high tides and all of that. That being said, this slice of rain is piddling out pretty quickly for tonight across portions of Maryland as it begins to slide in our general direction. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. So if you're getting ready to go to the gym tomorrow morning, it's going to be cloudy tomorrow morning, you're going to need to wear a hoodie or a sweater and a hat to keep the rain off your head, basically. It's not going to necessarily be cold, but it's going to be drizzly, light rain, a combination of the two. We are cooler, by the way, than we were 24 hours ago. We're like 8 to 9 degrees cooler than we were just yesterday. But let's talk about our expectations for Saturday, because you know what? This has been a moving target in the purest sense of the word. None of the models have meshed and acted right. So we're going to try to put some act right in the forecast, okay? 6:30 in the morning, cloudy. Then 8 o'clock, cloudy, but we got a couple of sprinkles starting to ease its way in from the west. And then we get sprinkles in by 9:30 in Georgetown and Selbyville. And then that wave pushes through. Then we get a break and maybe even a little bit of sunshine in Georgetown at 2 o'clock. Then it'll cloud right back up at 6 o'clock. You see how crazy that is back and forth? And then Sunday we start off clear, but Sunday afternoon we stay clear. So Sunday, now with the latest run, is looking like it's going to stay bright and clear now with the latest run. Now the amount of rain has backed off tremendously. Earlier this week it was talking about 2.5 inches of rain. Now we're less than 1/4 inch of rain. Fickle models. Ugh, drives me nuts sometimes. Anyway, Saturday morning from Ocean Pines down to Snow Hill, cloudy skies and a couple of sprinkles in Pocomoke City, Princess Anne. Heavier showers developing across Salisbury, Snow Hill, Newark by 9:30. It clears by 2 o'clock, a touch of sunshine at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Crazy. Then we go back to being cloudy at 5 o'clock, okay? So that kind of gives you a feel as to what's going on. So we're looking for rain on Saturday in Chincoteague and Assateague. We're looking for rain on Saturday in Fenwick Island and Ocean City, but not Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Same holds true for us in Lewes and Rehoboth, temperatures in the 60s. So, that being said, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast, and we've changed the forecast. Sunday, we're going to look for some sunshine now.
Well, and despite all the rain we are getting, the summer season is just around the corner. Next Friday at 11 a.m., Ocean City will hold a ceremony at North Division Street and the beach. This will mark the official start of the season, and in honor of Memorial Day this year, the event will feature a performance from the OC Stars, the unveiling of a USA-shaped American flag display on the beach, laying of wreaths for fallen veterans, and the planting of the first umbrella of the season. Bethany Beach can expect some lane closures in the upcoming week. Here's what to look out for. Starting Monday, May 27th, DelDOT will be installing a crosswalk along Coastal Highway and Ashwood Street. Prepare for alternate routes as this project is expected to last until the end of July. We'll be right back.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
The internet's not what it used to be. With Mediacom, you'll be living and working with new technology.
Welcome to the most unreal reality.
Mediacom's supercharged platform will power a new era of business, speed the creation of new technologies, redefine the rules, and revolutionize everyday living. The biggest thing to happen to the internet
since the invention of the internet.
It's happening. Get ready. Anything is possible.
The Subaru car has been an awesome change. It is definitely something that's reliable, safe. Gateway Subaru had what I was looking for. The dealership was just wonderful to deal with. The Gateway really nailed it, and you didn't feel pressured. They were more compassionate, willing to work with you. So Gateway provided me with the cross-check that I needed, and I'm very comfortable with. Walked out with the keys in the car the same day, and it's been running beautifully. And I love my Subaru.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice.
We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Want to go for a spin? Play the Big Spin Scratch Off. You could win up to $50,000 instantly, or a chance to spin the Big Spin Wheel for up to $250,000.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Our Tyndall casual furniture camera in Ocean City holding at 62 degrees, and we're going to drop to 60 by 8 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Coastal flood advisory active for Dorchester until 2 o'clock in the morning for Saturday. That's connected to the high tides. Now, Cambridge and Bethpage, you can always get the forecast on our line. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away, sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast.
Thanks for joining us for Coast TV News at 6. We'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11.